Hi, family, and hi, witches. I'd like to come back again and talk about one embracing the true darkness. Okay. I want to talk about now some of the things that witches do, some of the things that, and it's just so weird talking about this because I've been talking about it for so many years until I think family y'all have gotten bored. But I think these are newer people here now. I'm thinking that the older people have gone on to do something, you know, with their teachings and maybe perhaps teach others or, who knows. But I know I have a lot of newbies. So that's the reason I stay dedicated to it because at one time it got boring and I neglected this old channel. This is the channel everybody knows me to have, but I fell off of the channel for so long until I'm trying to build the viewership back up to where it was or better, which I got a feeling is going to be very difficult because once again, I mean, it's tough when you're talking about the same thing, but the newer people need it, and this is just a witchcraft channel. That's basically what it is, a spiritual channel and a hoodoo channel. So I also practice hoodoo also, okay? But look, I want to talk about the darkness in witchcraft, okay? It's very difficult for me as a dark witch, okay, to honestly embrace the light with a situation like this being a witch. I will not criticize any other witches' beliefs and how they feel as far as being witches of the light. I wouldn't do that because I know we're all here on a separate journey. Honestly, we are. We may resonate with each other on some issues and we may not on others, but with myself, I am a witch of darkness and I come clean and I'm honest. Some of the things that I will be saying here with you right now, I could not say these things in a place where witchcraft is banned. There are some countries where witchcraft is banned. It is feared. I mean, the government takes it very seriously, whereas our government thinks it's just we're just toying around. You know, they think it's foolish and it's funny, and that's because we've been suppressed so long as witches, as women, and disconnected from our true femininity until at this point the government have nothing to fear. Okay, there's nothing to fear because we don't have enough of that energy out there, that not that type of energy that they have in these countries where they fear witchcraft, or that type of energy that they had in the past when witches were, tortured and murdered for their craft. In those days, I mean, it was very dark and wicked, and these people were very powerful. These were powerful conjurers. You know, you know, it was definitely fear. Okay, and I can see a day where eventually it will be like that here because a lot of people are turning away from Christianity and Catholicism and all of those traditional religions. And at this point, they're looking for an alternative. Okay. So many are going back to ancient practices. And that's like witchcraft, voodoo. Those are your ancient practices. So, you know, honey, I've truly seen some darkness. So what I'm going to talk about right now, I can honestly talk about it here in the United States of America. I wouldn't be able to talk about this in Saudi Arabia or Nigeria or something like that because it's illegal to practice it. Honey, I can tell y'all, some things. Look, like in Nigeria, there have been accounts. Let me tell you about a situation where, the cops were after these guys because they had stolen something and they ran and ran. The guys ran and ran and ran from the cops and they eventually turned into ghosts. That stuff is real. And what many don't understand, and I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit about this. And once again, if you need more of this, Mama, if it's a high demand, I've made some promises to do classes, in the past, and I just never ever got around to it. You all have expressed interest. I'm still getting emails from people who say that they want to take courses from me, and I have not, done it because it's just like something that I really have to have a lot of interest in. I feel like when I give of myself here, it's a lot given here on the channel, so to speak, But many want one-on-one teachings, and that is a lot. But like if Mama say for the right price, she'll do it. But it would have to be one-on-one, individual teachings because this right here alone takes so much energy out of me. It's so tiring. I've been giving of myself for, at least about 6 years now. So, and it takes a toll on your appearance. As you all see, I dramatically changed in appearance because, I look much wiser, a little bit more older because I have been so many people's mama, and it does take a lot out of you. Okay. So for the right price, Mama do it only one-on-one, one at a time. Check this out, y'all. I can tell you all this. I have lots of spirits, many of them that demand so much. So when people say that they're practicing dark magic, I just sit back and I just laugh. I just chuckle. It's funny to me. These people are just doing this once again, like I say, to fatten up their wallets. I have spirits that are demanding of me. Don't sit down here and tell me, oh, my spirits, they just wait in line and this and that. It's bull crap. I have made pacts, okay, with spirits. I have spirits waiting to be compensated. I just want you all to see the true dark side of magic, but mine's is balanced with a bit of light, so I don't go too deep in the dark. I won't go too far without a lantern, okay? So when these people just sitting out here telling you these stories and stuff, these fantasy stories, y'all beware. Beware. Especially when they're not showing themselves, their lifestyle, their homes. They have not invited you into their homes, and you really don't even know what they look like. Then you really just don't know if they're being honest with you. I have spirits, you understand, that are very demanding, and they have cut me off from things, from I've been cut off from people, I've made some huge sacrifices for these spirits. So, I don't want to hear people talking about, they're practicing dark magic and they haven't made huge sacrifices because you're not an ordinary person when you have the power of darkness on your side. You understand? I don't even see you as being you say you're a witch, but I just don't really know about that, because people will say that and then they are shaking. Okay, they just can't handle it. They get quiet when you talk about it. So man, I'm telling you, if you don't have spirits knocking on walls, tapping on objects, tapping on your windows, You understand what I'm saying? Dark shadows moving through your home, then you really and truly don't got this. You don't have this. Because I'm telling you the true life, okay, that a practitioner have are the type of life we live. And if you're saying, well, I'm a practitioner and I don't go through this, then I don't think you really have the power of the spirits amongst you. You just think you're powerful because you got one or two people paying you some attention, and you got some folks giving you a couple of dollars. You know, Mama always got to say a couple of dollars. And that will make people think that they really and truly have the power of, something. You may have the power to, the power of charisma, and you can convince people. You got a lot of people that are like that. TD Jakes is one of the greatest motivational speakers, I think, out there. You understand? But do he really have the power of darkness? Do he have the power of this or that? No. Or the power of discernment. No, no, no. He just have the power to convince people, and that may be what you have. But I doubt if you have the power of spirits and darkness, okay? If you tell me you don't see shadows passing through, you can't see the dead, if you don't have, animals coming to you, and you don't have, if you don't have these things going for you, you're lying to yourself. You understand? And you're opening up a door, and when it does come to you, you just may have a heart attack. You won't be able to handle it. You won't be able to take the things, okay, that a true magician of darkness takes, okay? Once again, I balance minds with light, okay? I got to see my path. Those people who are walking in complete darkness, baby, they have a different type of vision, honey, okay? They have a different type of vision because it's difficult to see on a dark path without light. Okay, so I just want you all to know that. Coming back to what I was talking about, let me go back to what I was talking about. Look, y'all, I can sit here in the United States of America and tell you this, and I know I have some Africans watching, and I know you all cannot be honest, about some of the things I'm going to tell you about, because I know that there's some African witches out there, and you all know what I'm talking about. And I'm not sure, this thing may just be in my bloodline. I don't know. I have found I found my brother, and my brother, is so funny how we met, but my brother is also a psychic. How crazy is that? My dad got 25 children, okay, so far, okay. And let me talk about him. My brother, is able to come out of his body and fly and go to different places and speak to spirits, and go to dark places just like I can. Um, he also says that I have another brother. We share another brother in Atlanta that also practices witchcraft. So this is in the bloodline. Okay. I'm not sure how that works. I mean, people want me to teach them how to do it. I'm thinking that this is definitely something that somebody have to either sell you witchcraft, or you have to be born with the ability. Okay, guys, let me just tell you, I have come out of my body and once again inhabited the bodies of other people, and I have murdered people. Okay, this is not no joke. I'm just not fantasizing. I'm not, putting you on or whatever. I'm just telling you the powers of a witch, of a very dark witch. I have murdered a surgeon. Okay, let's get this straight. Not here in this body, but have gotten out of my body and murdered. Okay, people that were enemies of other people. When we kill, we do not use our physical bodies to do this. We come outside of our bodies and we go and do this work. Now, a lot of people are going to say it's evil, you're going to hell, and, just a little bit of everything. But it's who I am. It's nothing that I can control. Now, a lot of people may say, go and get an exorcism. Look, I've gone through exorcisms. People have tried to pray, okay, these spirits away from me. They go nowhere because they are me. Okay. I remember my first murder. I actually drowned a woman. I came out of my body and I went somewhere and people come and tell me, let me tell you how it starts. I have an enemy out there. Can you take care of it or whatever? And they'll pay the spirits and I'll come out of my body, not intending to do so. It's just something that happens, and go and take care of the person. Y'all know I can't control that because that's what I am. The first one I ever done was in 2008, and it was a woman. This woman went. She was on a boat. She went fishing, and that was how I got her that way. I turned her boat over and I drowned her, and her family never found her. I know y'all saying, "Oh, Mama, how can you do that, Mama?" Because Mama's so sweet here in her physical body. But honestly, no one truly knows me because when you're practicing dark magic, you don't reveal who you really are. Okay, that was the first one. The second one was when I killed a man. I murdered a man over insurance money for somebody. Okay, I killed him in the bathroom. Okay, also murdered a surgeon. Okay, or his wife to collect insurance money. Now, I know folks saying, "Oh my God, Mama, you did all that." Not in the physical, real time here, but in other planes, other places. It has happened. So if you meet a witch, and a witch says, "Oh, I don't do that kind of stuff. Oh no, I follow the threefold law and this and all of that." Y'all, I don't know about those people truly being witches because maybe it's got to do with the fact that I have a bloodline with Africa, but I know how it really works. I have flew over people's homes. I have gone into people's homes and disguised myself as a mouse. And I've told you all the stories in the past, and I've seen and done a lot of things. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So when these people saying that they're practicing dark magician magic, I don't know about that because this is a tough job, and this what I do can and literally kill me. You know what I'm saying? There's been some times I had a difficult time finding my way back into my body or getting back into it properly, and fearing that other witches will get into my body, get in my body, and steal my body from me. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to kind of give you all some ideas of what it's like when you're really talking to a true witch of darkness. And if they can't admit that these are some of the things that they have done or witnessed, then hey guys, save your money. They're lying to you, okay? They are lying. Okay. Now I did get one person on this particular plane, and I told y'all who that was. Let me make sure that there's no one watching me that knows me. It's a male, and I had to get to him. Old man, I had to get to him. He betrayed me. That was this was right here. I had to do some things to straighten that situation out, and it was not intentional. It was something that the spirits wanted to do when they went in and had their way, And I'm not a bad person like that, but it was just something that happened. I mean, he had to be taken care of. And oh, I got to be real careful because the person knows who this is. This was an old man in his 70s. He got me wrong, so I had to straighten this thing out. I didn't know that he was going to leave this planet, but when they found him, they said he had his hand like this in a praying position. He had been dead in his house for about 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days. And y'all, I've been sick since. So that's something happened on this plane, okay? Where the spirits went in and just went in there and literally choked him to death. I, carry around with me some of the most darkest spirits ever, and they were much stronger when me and my aunt was rolling in magic. But at this point now, we've agreed that we won't do anything like that again, because when it comes to magic, we just don't get along. It's not meant for the two of us to be together because we're really too much alike. So we're very brief with each other. I think that's the best thing that we could do. Okay, so I'm fixing to end this video, and if you're brave enough, come out to the Coven, Spiritually Not Emo on Facebook, and I think I am probably one of the first on YouTube to admit that I am a witch that can come outside of her body and go and inflict the principalities of darkness on my victims and stuff. Okay. I know y'all gonna want me to have a exorcist. Next thing I know, the priest will be coming in to anoint me. At one time, I had a difficult time with crosses too, people. Witches. I had a hard time, looking at a cross. I had a hard time coming out in daylight. Still do. Like full daylight up in the daytime, I can't go out there because I am of the darkness. Y'all want me to change, don't you? Everybody wants me to change. I came into this world like this. So it was actually my auntie. Y'all know my aunt, the one that's a witch, that taught me how to be able to face a cross. A cross, like a C-R-O-S-S cross. Because if I say a cross, it sounds like I'm going across something. But she taught me how to be able to hold one, because I couldn't touch one at one time without feeling a sensation on it. She taught me how. Another thing that used to burn me, bite me, scratch me, besides the cross, was the pentagram. I had a lot of problems with it too. So those are things that I had a difficult time with. People anointing me with holy water. Those things used to burn me. So, but at this point now, if you give, I keep a cross at my bed because I've learned how to handle it and stuff. Because there's something deep about that cross, and I know that there are some practitioners that's watching this and waiting to do a video or a teaching or a lesson on. I found that a lot of these practitioners are doing that. They're watching my videos and then teaching an audience, okay, about subject matter that I talk about. I know I have some wonderful ideas, but the least you can do is to compensate me. But I will be doing some work in the spirits for those who come and steal and teach others and don't compensate me. I'm going to make sure that you have a deficit on your hand. I'm going to make sure of that, okay? Because you're stealing energy from me and my spirits, okay? Anyways, that ends this video. Please subscribe to this channel and my old channel, okay? And visit me in my virtual coven. I am Spiritually Not Emo. And I want to come back because I wanted to tell you some of the stories that my biological father taught me. I always say this right here just in case my brother is listening. He's my biological father, but my father, my real father, is resting in his grave. Okay? And his name was Edward. Okay? Rest in peace.